everyone, it's Finnzax here, Legitimate, and yes, Legitimate, we are kid friendly here, and yeah, Legitimate, we are kid friendly here. I haven't done a VR stream ever, and we are kid friendly here, so I'm not gonna show my avatars because I don't know how to get rid of some of them. I'm not gonna show that on stream or anything because I was just wearing it for fun, so I can't show that. Um, yeah, I can't show that like at all. Um, so Ember's gonna help me get my other outfit better. The other avatar that she once got me to wear. Hopefully, she actually can do that and helps me. Yeah, wear get the other avatars wearing because I actually need to wear that just because it would make sense. I feel like it's probably a good idea, and yeah, I don't know if Amber's gonna be here or not. Probably not, but we're waiting for Amber to get here. This might take a long time actually, and we shall see, Leisure,man. We shall see. We're gonna wait for Amber as well. Hopefully that will happen. I don't know. I think Amber might be here, Leisure,man. We'll just have to wait and see if Amber will actually be here or not. Um, or we can go to our friends, or we could just Amber's not online, so we can't really do that. We can go to socials. Let's wait for Amber. Let's see. Hello, everyone. We gotta wait for Amber here to get here. Okay. Children, we are waiting for Amber, but Amber won't be here probably ever. Probably not. So we're trying VR for the first time, Legion. Not first time. Well, it's not that we're playing VR. I don't have VR, so I can't really. You know what I mean? So we're playing VR without VR, basically. But we're just calling it that because, um, yeah, we can call it that. That's because that's actually the reason. Okay, maybe Amber will be here. Let's see if Amber actually Let's see if Amber actually shows up. Like Amber will be here. Hopefully Amber will show up. We are playing VR though. We just don't have like a VR headset, but we're about if we did have a VR headset, we could actually play with it with VR. You don't actually you don't really need VR headset. We could just play. We could just call it like playing VR chat without a headset. Part one, Finnzax plays. Okay, let's see. I don't think Amber's gonna show up though. Probably not. Let's just wait for Amber. We have to wait for Amber. We have to wait for Amber. We have to wait for Amber to join, but we don't know when she's gonna join. We don't know when she's gonna join. Amber, when are you going to join me? Here goes one. Oh, here goes one. Which makes sense, Legend. Gentlemen. Gentlemen, which makes sense. Here we go, gentlemen. We're just gonna go over here. We're just gonna go over here, which makes sense, Legend. Okay, we're gonna go over here, Legend. For people watching. So we are playing VR, Legend. We just don't have the VR headset, obviously. But I don't think I could. I mean, I know you're probably wondering. Well, then why don't you name it like playing VR? Like, why don't I name it VR chat on Steam without a headset? I feel like people would probably tell me to do that because you can play a VR without a headset. You can. We're gonna have to put without so that people don't expect us to have one because we don't. I don't think it'd be really think that'd be really too hard to stream like that for me. So I know people want me to be specific in the title. I know, which would make sense. Um, I don't know who's watching though. It says 3 people are watching. I know I don't have my own avatar on here, so I wish I did. But I mean no one would make one for me, which sucks, Leijaman. Could you imagine if they did that? I would just get my Roblox avatar, make a human one. I'd actually wear it on VR if that actually happened. Hmm. I was watching though. I think. Well, actually, I do know who's watching though. It actually shows me who's watching. So 3 people are watching right now. We're just waiting here. I don't know what we're doing. I'm just waiting for Amber, but Amber's not online. It's an older game for like an older audience. I can see why, but I just don't see why kids actually should do it though. I just don't understand that part. A young teenager shouldn't be able to do that at all. Like even at 12, I just I don't know why they would need to do that. Because things like there's just certain things that do need age requirement. So it makes sense because it's a certain thing, but the game not really necessarily. I think there needs to just be like rules on what you can say. That's really what it is. That's all I really can think of. But that is just my opinion, though. Now, a lot of people look out for me, which is really good. There are, yeah. So, um, but when kids do play this game, they I don't know how they'll act on the stream either. So, I mean, I don't know, Isman. To be honest, there's just a lot going on. Um, People are different. There are people that are really different online, so I can see why it is very dangerous. This is actually this is how I know. Um, I feel like life is getting worse, to be honest. Like because when I'm talking to people from like experience, I feel like there just isn't something right when people when you talk to people, certain people, they act weird. So I can definitely see why. I don't know, Benjamin. This could also be because, well, there's a lot of reasons. I think people aren't really like they're not getting they're like because when I talk to people, there just aren't people that their parents weren't like strict on them. So it makes sense. Like for people to react differently when their parents aren't strict, like when people are not worried about what's going on a game, and there's just certain people that think differently, or they'll say certain things. I think that's just very concerning, to be honest. I'm not gonna be specific on what like the questions are though. I'm just saying like people don't really care though. That's why I'm concerned because I did well I did talk to someone like that, but they were not like a regular Roblox player. Like I was talking to them, but they're not like a when you make a friend on Roblox, right? And well, that's not the case at all. Like when you meet Roblox people, there's certain people that are different. I don't know, John. I don't know if Roblox is like okay. This is what I remember. I think Roblox back then was really good. I think Roblox got worse and it's very concerning. I feel like Roblox isn't like when you talk to people, it's not the same as it was back then. Now people they don't really care anymore. There are people like that. Now I don't know why they stopped caring. I'm not gonna say the specific questions on why because they're really weird. Like I don't really want to like bring that up too much. I'm just saying they're like really weird questions, but they are like they're not really they don't get mad about it. That's why I'm like not really sure why that's even. That's why I'm like concerned why their parents were like not strict on them. I don't know. I just wish they were more strict, honestly. But I think VR chat's going to be kind of like that, to be honest, where people say anything they want, and there won't be any like restrictions. They might ask me weird questions. They might be okay with certain things. I just don't know if people should be in an environment like that. Now, usually when I'm talking to people, I do talk to them, but then they're like okay with it, which is weird. But that's not even normal, okay? Because when you ask people questions, they should tell you something. But I just don't know. I don't know. So I feel like VR is going to be kind of like that, to be honest. Like VR chat we might be seeing that in VR chat where people like won't get mad or anything. I just don't want to like chance that honestly. I don't really want to talk to people because well, certain people because it won't bother them. You know what? If you know, you know. I'm just not gonna like talk to them about it. I just don't want to like interfere with them or anything or talk to them because I feel like the moment we talk to them, the moment it gets worse. I feel like it's just best not to talk to them because people There are just certain people that don't care, and it's not really good that that environment exists. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It shouldn't be an environment. That's why when I'm playing VR, I feel like that shouldn't even be the environment, but it is, and I feel like that's a problem because people shouldn't be okay with certain things. They shouldn't, because when you're asking them a question, they should get mad at you, right? It's just logical. But if they're not mad at you, there's just something not right. I'm just saying, Leisman, people should get mad. And well, that's not the case, Leisman, I guess. That's actually sad that we're in a world like that. Like people just stop caring, to be honest. I don't know why people are like that. I don't know, Leisman. I just think that's a bit concerning. But that's gonna happen with VR chat. I feel like someone's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's okay, bro." You know, it's just no, it's not okay, Leisman. It's it's not okay to have that happen. I just don't think people should be like, "Oh, that's okay." You know, like I don't think that people should think that way. I don't know, John. I know I'm like talking too much, but like if we go on the VR, and anyways, I can't anyways. But like he said here, you shouldn't. Um, he just wants me to be in a safer environment. That's good though. But I mean, I'm just being honest. VR chat is going to be like that. There are going to be people that are going to be okay with it. That's kind of why I should avoid that. Like if they're like, "Oh, that's okay, bro," you know, if you tell them, you know, I'm not gonna. I don't want to get into detail about this too much. This is kind of the topic I don't really like to talk about, just because it's not a very comfortable topic to talk about. I'm just saying people can make you uncomfortable, so I feel like it's probably best to like not talk about it. You know what I mean? Unless you have talked about it, but I mean, I just don't talk about it. I mean, like I said, we are kid friendly here, and we can't say too much stuff. Like if we say something on VR, well, I mean, not that we don't say anything really here. We just don't say nothing. Um, it's better not to talk about certain topics because I feel like it's. I just don't like to get into detail about it. To be honest, I keep it simple because I feel like it's so uncomfortable to talk about. Like it's not fun to talk about it. But that's reality. It really is the world we're living in right now. It's not good. We're living in a really weird world, you know. So I have to be limited on what I say. Really, it's better to not talk too much about it, so we can definitely I guess we could move on from that topic. I mean, this is about VR. This isn't really about Roblox. I know we're gonna talk about we got to start talking about Roblox. We talk about Roblox way too much on the other channel. Okay. But yeah, let's talk about more VR. I don't really know anything about VR. I know too much about Roblox. I know I talk to a lot of people, so I mean not well 3 people, but there's a lot of people like that. So it's not. I just don't like talking about Roblox. I just don't like the environment on Roblox. To be honest, I think people are very um, I don't know, different, but well, I don't even know. They're not. They're very different. You know, they're not. Yeah, they're not very. They're not a very good environment. I just don't want to talk about that. I don't know. It just makes me feel weird that people are weird on Roblox. That's why I don't. That's why you can't talk to people on Roblox. That's why I'm very limited and I don't talk to people that many people on Roblox as much anymore because they get weird and they say weird things and I just don't even want to. Or they're okay with certain things. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. It's that bad. Like it's literally that bad on Roblox. It got worse. I think even 2022 was weird too for me. So I think, um, I just think it's weird. I don't even like talking about Roblox to be honest. Like, I mean, I like. I mean, I mean, I like talking about Roblox. I just don't like talking about the environment there. I just don't want to get into detail about it because I don't know. It's not. People might think Roblox is safe and all, but it really isn't. Especially the people you talk to. You don't really know them, and they act really weird later on. So I just don't want to talk about that too much. Let's talk about VR. Um, yeah, I know nothing about VR, so Legion, if you think the environment's really weird on VR, let me know. Actually, I don't really know. I mean, I don't know if you're still watching, but you said to watch out from the people online. Let's not talk about Roblox anymore. We kind of talked about that too much. I mean, we kind of yeah, not kind of. We talk about that too much, but um, we talk about that a lot. We talk about that a lot on the other channel, um, and this channel we talked about before too, a lot of times. But let's talk about VR. So, since this is more about VR, we're gonna talk. Let's get more into VR. I don't really know anything about VR, to be honest. So, if you have any ideas what VR is about, let me know because I know nothing about VR. Is there something that I need to know about VR? I mean, as far as I'm aware, all I know about there could be um, there could be kids on on VR, and that you shouldn't play online. Well, I mean stream it. But other than that, like should I be aware of what people say on VR? Because I don't know anything about VR actually. Like I don't really know the community that well. Like should I know about that part? 'Cause I don't know anything really about VR. I want to get more into VR now though. I don't know what I um because I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I'm just curious if I have to worry about it. Because you said if I should worry about VR, so I'm just curious. I don't know what else. I mean, that's all I know that you told me. I don't really know anything else I should be worrying about. If anybody else knows what I should be worrying about, let me know actually, because I don't know anything I should be worrying about. If you play VR a lot and you know what's going on, just tell me that I should be like aware of because I don't really know. I don't really know anybody on VR. I don't know what they can do. I don't know anything about how people act online. People can act like different. Um, they can like say certain things. I don't know. If anyone has questions, let me know. Okay? I just want to know. I don't know anything about VR, like the community that well. I don't know anything really because I don't really play VR. I don't really know that much. I just want to see what Amber's doing. Like, is it more? Is I mean, I don't know. I know it's not safer here though. Yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, I'm just seeing what Amber's doing. really don't know what to do on VR Legend. We can make a part two. I don't think Amber wants to watch this either. I don't know what to do, Legend. Okay, Legend. I guess we could just get off. I guess. I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna play, to be honest. Legend. Well, Legend. I think that's it, Legend. Um, Peace out, Legend. Peace out. Major will be with all of you, Legend. Peace out. And please be safe, Legend. Please be safe and peace out.